Welcome to this week's episode of Morals of the Story. This week's episode will be analyzing a popular Mount Zion movie titled Abbattoir. There are a lot of moral lessons to be learned from this movie. Keep watching as I will be summarizing the movie within minutes. This is the story of Martins and his father, Chief Durosanya. In episode 1, Mrs. Durosanya was murdered by unknown person.
Mrs. Sandra Sanya, the wife of the national leader of the Grand Alliance Party, Chief Durosanya, was murdered at the early hours of today.
And all finger pointed at Bassi, his household, because he had a misunderstanding with his madam before the ugly incident. Bassi was arrested by the police despite all his plea that he is innocent. The death of Mrs. Durosanya affected Martins emotionally.
Do you still need your job?
What happened?
The principal was supervising the classes and she discovered you were not around to lecture the students.
Is today not Saturday?
Today is Friday now.
Oh my goodness.
Your students are just frolicking around like sheep without shepherd.
When you gonna find capital work to do? That environment to balance with you. But this environment, I don't think it's balance with your own.
Now get out of my class.
Sir?
If I repeat myself, you will repeat this class. I'm telling you, get out of my class.
Change me to store, so why?
You sent nothing less than 20 students out of your class this morning. 20? No, sir, it was just 17. 17 students?
This affected the discharge of his duty, and he stands the risk of losing his job. Martin's situation becomes worse after peeping into his father's secret room. He can't believe that his father is a cultist. Could his father be responsible for his beloved mother's death? That is the question Martins keeps asking himself.
What are you doing with a knife? Did you kill my mother? What? Are you a cultist? Are you insane? Then what was that? What were you telling the Inspector General? No blood, no glory. What does that mean?
Martins,
Sir.
have I given you your answer?
No, Dad. You're giving me more questions.
In this episode, Martin had lost his sense of purpose. He had chosen to be a monster, desperate to do anything to bring his father down. To him, he is only a stranger waiting to see the murderer of his mother bring to book.
What in heaven's name pushed you inside the gutter, Martins? Since your mother died, you lost every sense of purpose. Now, for how long will you continue like this? I don't understand. What don't you understand? I don't understand why a man will kill an innocent woman and now use her blood for some diabolical stuff. Why?
Martins, did that just come out of your mouth, or you are simply under the influence of whatever you took?
No death, no glory, right? So to answer your question, I got myself high and messed up to escape the reality of having a father who is either a ritualist or a psychopath. Talk to me like that.
If I was a murderer, then what are you still doing in this house?
In this house, I am only a stranger waiting to see how a murderer will be murdered. Pedro!
In this movie, you'll find out that Chief Durosanya, while in school, had a good motive. He had always wanted to change the political settings around him, but unfortunately, he was influenced to become what he never wanted to.
Remember when we were on campus? We came into politics to make a difference, to make a change, to help the masses, to serve the nation. We were innocent. We were so ready to destroy any monster that stands in the way of progress of this country.
So what about now?
We are now the monsters.
I may be many things, but I'm no monster. I do what I have to do to survive.
So killing your wife, was it for power or for survival?
I survive by standing on the grounds of power.
So, we should always try to guide against bad friends. And we should always do everything possible to protect our moral values wherever we find ourselves. One of the moral lessons we learn from this movie is that we shouldn't be desperate for anything. So many girls have lost their life because of being desperate for money. You can see this young girl. A friend advised her, but she ignored the advice and chose her own way because she was desperate to make money.
Hey, Big Daddy. How are you?
High studies.
You have not sent the 500,000 euro that you promised me.
That's no problem. Just send me your account details. It's done.
The Bible says in Matthew 7:13 that enter through the narrow gate. For wide is the path and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many enter therein. Not all that glitters is gold.
But at least it looks like gold.
Okay, Satan's aim
Is to kill, steal, and destroy. Thank you.
I go to church too.
And at the end, she was used for sacrifice. There are so many moral lessons to be learned from this movie. Please do well to subscribe to this channel, and if you want to watch the complete movie, you can go and search for the Mount Zion movie Abbattoir, and you will watch the complete movie on their YouTube channel. We are only doing this content to bring out the moral values in this movie. We want to be projecting content with good moral values. It will help to repair our decayed society. Thank you very much. Please do well to share this video, do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please do well to watch other of our episodes. What moral lessons have you learned from this? Waiting to hear from you in the comment box.
If you knew what was best,
I know what's best for me. And sleeping in that gutter is part of it.
because you are mentally unstable, that's why you prefer the gutter on the street to the comfort of your own home.
No, because it's better than this Abbattoir you built with your blood-stained hands.
You will not talk to me like that. You will not disrespect